This is the Net Group Investments Insights Podcast, where one or more of our experts explore a variety of views and insights that investors care about.
Hello, I'm Trevor Garvin from Net Group Investments Multi-Manager. Welcome to this week's Market and Economic Wrap entitled Democratic Alliance Party Braces for New Leadership, whilst the Epstein Files Haunt Keir Starmer. Starting off with news making the headlines this past week. Eskom managed to get their new tariff increases approved. South Africa's energy regulator NERSA has granted Eskom larger than originally approved electricity price hikes of 8.7% in 2026 and 8.8% in 2027, stating that they balanced financial sustainability with affordability. Democratic Alliance leader and Agriculture Minister John Steenhuisen announced he will not seek re-election, ending his 6-year tenure. He cites fulfilling his mission, internal party pressures, and a need to focus on combating South Africa's severe foot and mouth disease outbreak. His exit reshapes dynamics within the government of national unity and may influence market perceptions around policy stability. The UK Prime Minister's Chief of Staff, Morgan McSweeney, resigned on Sunday after fallout from appointing Peter Mandelson as US Ambassador, despite links to Jeffrey Epstein, triggering a major political credibility crisis. Pressure on UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer is also growing. On a lighter note, the South African Protea men's cricket team opened up their World Cup T20 bid with the 57-run win against Canada yesterday. We wish the team well over the next month in the competition. In rugby, the Springbok Blitzbokke team won the Perth Rugby Sevens on Sunday, making the nation proud. President Ramaphosa will deliver the State of the Nation or SONA address on Thursday this week, during which he is expected to include insights into progress on key economic reforms and outline the government's strategic priorities for the next 3 years. The US's Trump administration has extended the African Growth and Opportunity Act, or AGOA, till the 31st of December 2026, after it had expired in September last year. Following earlier indications that South Africa would be excluded from AGOA, President Trump has not cancelled the membership of the US's largest sub-Saharan trading partner. The rand weakened this past week as the US dollar pulled back from its sharp slide of the previous 2 weeks. The dollar rebound pushed metal prices and commodity currencies lower. However, as of last night, the rand has regained most lost ground, trading at 15.89 Rand to the US dollar. The emerging market currency that has been the big winner the past week was the Indian rupee, with its rebound from its weakest level on record gaining momentum this week after the US president announced a trade deal with India, with the import tariff reduced from 25% to 18%. India has committed to boosting purchases of US goods and slashing the import tariff on US goods to zero. In equities, the JSE All-Share Index was dragged lower by a plunge in basic materials, which slumped in line with sharply lower precious metal prices. Financials were propped up by expectations of interest rate cuts, as a drop in the fuel prices supported South Africa's inflation outlook. Global equities were mixed. In the US, markets fell as the tech heavyweights slid due to high AI-related investment costs, while the Nasdaq dipped to its lowest level since November last year. In Europe, the German DAX edged lower, while the UK FTSE and the French CAC 40 gained. The Nikkei also recorded modest gains over the past week. In commodity markets, the Brent crude oil price edged higher last week on reports that a US fighter jet had shot down an Iranian drone that was heading towards a US aircraft carrier in the Arabian Sea. However, the price eased to around $71 a barrel after the US and Iran restated their commitment to nuclear talks starting in Oman, Jordan. Gold has rebounded by 4.5% since Monday as it stabilized from a slide that took it down by 13.5% from a record high of $5,394 last week. Bond markets tracked the trends in currencies, with the benchmark South African 10-year yield moving marginally higher to 8.1% from 7.9% on Thursday last week. The US 10-year yield dipped to 4.2%, down from 4.28% a week earlier. Monetary policy decisions were in line with expectations as key European central banks remained cautious in an uncertain global environment. The European Central Bank, or ECB, maintained its main refinancing rate at 2.1%, whilst the Bank of England maintained its main bank rate at 3.75% in a narrow 4-5 Monetary Policy Committee vote, with the minority favouring a 25 basis points reduction. That brings us to an end of this week's note. We certainly are living in interesting times. Till next time, with thanks, Trevor.
This podcast is for marketing purposes only. The information contained in the podcast or video was for information purposes and does not constitute advice, recommendation, or an offer or solicitation to purchase or sell any funds or strategies to any person in any jurisdiction in which the offer, recommendation, or solicitation to purchase would be unlawful.